This just in, today UEFA have confirmed new drastic measures to help teams cope with the financial implications of the pandemic, whilst pouring water on any suggestion of a European Super League. The European elite will be relegated to the bottom, whilst minnows will get a chance at glory, until the pyramid balances out again.
The question on everybody's lips is this: can anyone take advantage of this opportunity of a lifetime?
Of course, in situations like these previously, like in Oxford and Bath, you've certainly proved yourself. But you've been out of a job for a few years. The media are calling you past it, a has-been, yesterday's news. Why should we get you in?
Well, sir, with all due respect, I can assure you I've still got it. As far as I'm concerned, you never lose it. I've had a bit of a break, I'll admit that. But I've still got it all up here. Don't you worry about that. I'm the man for this job, I assure you. And I can't wait to get started. Hello and welcome to the League Swap. Oh my god, it's been so long since I've been able to say that, and I'm really happy to bring it back. We are manager of FARSLEY, CELTIC, up in Yorkshire. We're doing a team from the north, we've done 2 teams from the south, and I've always said, if I didn't have a league swap, I'd either want it to be abroad or from the north of England. And we've gone for the north of England, because I love managing in the Prem, especially when all the Prem teams are down in the 6th tier. Now, this is a bit different this year, and I'll explain why. Now, in the old days, the big teams, they'd come back up, and eventually they'd become really strong. However, something that wasn't mentioned in that news report at the start was they have been put under a transfer embargo. All the Championship and Premier League teams have been put under a transfer embargo due to overspending. They're concerned that teams are going to just keep spending more than they can possibly make. This is what got us in this position after all. So if we have a look at Man City, you can see they're under a transfer embargo until 2030. 10 years. 10 years. So we expect Manchester City will be in the Prem by the time they get to start spending. So they'll have to rely on academy players, as will all of these clubs. But for the first time ever in League Swap history, not just England that's been swapped. Spain, Germany, Italy, France have all been swapped and all been put under transfer embargoes by UEFA. Portugal. Now there's only 2 divisions in Portugal, as you can see, but Benfica under a transfer ban until 2040. It's a 20-year transfer ban. That's pretty significant. You can see the B teams are in the 2nd tier as well. So Porto versus FCPB will be a thing, which is quite spectacular in itself. Russia, you can't see it, but if we look at stadiums, it's been flipped. Belgium we didn't actually do, because the Belgian teams don't really get that great ever. But maybe it's a chance for Belgium to take control. Eredivisie has of course been flipped as well. I imagine Ajax will continue to dominate this league though. Let's be real, Ajax and PSV, they have good enough youth academies to cover up for the transfer ban. And Scotland as well, it's quite a way down. As you can see, it's how far down is it? Where are you? There you are, Scottish Premiership, you can see. We're already 7 games in and Queen's Park are dominant, put it that way. Back to the top of Scottish football. If we look at the history, of course, they play at Hampden. Won 10 Scottish Cups. One of the biggest clubs in Scotland. Historically, they're an old team, 1867. So here we go, if we have a look at the table, obviously we've not played any games. Look at the season preview, and we're predicted to finish 2nd, which is quite nice. I've got some interesting tactics that I've been working on over pre-season. Not of my own design just yet, as this year I'm quite enjoying kind of using the pre-made tactics and evolving them as time goes on. So you start off with this template and then build on it as you develop, which I quite like. And also, trying out tactics from the community is quite fun. I mean, it's quite enjoyable. So, transfers. Didn't have much money to spend at all, and all the good players on a free wouldn't sign for us. Mainly because they want like 17k a week because we're in the Prem. But we did manage to bring in the big one, Zidane Iqbal. I mean, he's not necessarily the best player that we brought in, but his name is Zidane. His name is Zidane. He plays for Manchester United. He's English, with Pakistani and Iraqi heritage. I mean, that's quite something in itself, really. And he is a good player. Great determination and flair for the young 17-year-old. Physicals are fairly decent. Not anything amazing, but also not too shabby either. Some decent technicals. I mean, passing and technique is good to have as kind of our advanced playmaker, which is the role he'll play for us. Dribbling first touch as well aren't too bad, and hopefully he'll develop pretty well. Femi Seriki, the Nigerian and English player. We can see he was trained at Bury before signing for Sheffield United after they went out of business, pretty much. Very pacey winger. Okay, some of his physicals leave a bit to be desired. Stamina, natural fitness and strength are quite poor, but he's a speedy winger, good dribbling, good crossing at this level, good passing, good technique. He's a pretty good all-round player. And on £350 a week, I mean, Zidane Iqbal's on 0. We're paying none of his wages, which is pretty great. Kakpa Kopsiak. I'm going to have to come up with a nickname for him. He's kind of my left midfielder. We're playing a bit of a 4-4-2, naturally. Brought him in on a free from Sunderland, the Polish player. You can see he is just fully Polish, barely speaks any English. He's very basic in English. But I'm not even basic in Polish, so, you know, he's better than me at that. And then George Lucas, an interesting one, because he's an English defender playing in Spain. He's a centre-back. We needed kind of a backup-y centre-back, but actually, as far as ball-playing centre-backs go, he's probably our best one. I mean, with 9 passing, makes him a good option, and some decent mentals and technicals for a... I mean, no, he's 23. Who am I kidding? I thought he was younger. He's 23. He's not a great player, but he's a good option in Season 1. He's a good option. It's the first game of the season that's thrown up quite an interesting one. Gloucester, who are predicted to win the league. So if we win this, we really are setting a good standard for ourselves. They are big favourites to win the league, in fact. That's a bit scary. So we're going to have to show exactly what we can do. I suggest we go cautious, but we are going to go attacking. This is the tactic we're using. It's called the Burning Hammer. It's the Ryan Cassidy tactics. I'm a big fan of his and his tactics. I need to swap those two round. Yeah, no, I'm a big fan of him and his tactics. Jimmy Spencer's probably our key man. He wanted a new contract. Wants 17k a week, as I mentioned. Honestly, I'd rather annoy everyone and not give him a contract, because I'm not going to put him on 17k a week. Why would I do that? I can't even do that even if I wanted to. So yeah, 9 subs on the bench. Walton isn't bad. Goldthorpe isn't bad. Atkinson isn't bad. We'll have Atkinson on the bench. And yeah, hopefully, fingers crossed. I mean, the goalkeeping situation is not incredible. Drench is probably our better option, I guess. Pre-season was, yeah, we lost to Swansea, which obviously they're a very good team. But we scored the opening goal in that game, which I was happy with. So here we go. Oh, goodness, I'm nervous. It's a special day. Ready for the challenge. Gloucester. Good team, really good team. They might even have players that you've heard of. That's how good they are. There we go. Come on. Let's do this. Drench. Seriki. Ball to the back post of Spencer isn't fantastic. He cuts it back to Byram, though. Edge of the box. Iqbal. Seriki. Charles! Jake Charles! Come on! Yes! We lead! We go top of the league. Well, not top of the league. Maybe top of the league, actually. No, we should be top of the league. I don't think anyone else has scored yet, surely. Great header. Oh, Brunt is going to be off for a challenge on Zidane. He sees red, Lewis Brunt. And now... Stick or twist for Gloucester. Is that a very good debut? That's a nasty challenge. They're going to be down to 9. They're down to 9 men. Surely we see it out from here. And then... Oh, we can only make 3 subs. Cool. I forgot that was a thing in the Prem. And it's here! It's Jake Charles with a brace. That's why you spam long throws, especially at the non-league level. We have a huge victory on opening day. I said I'd bring success right from the off, and I am proving it. What a win! So unless we get anyone big in the League Cup 3rd round, I think let's come back for Oxford City and Guiseley, I reckon. Again, unless anything really gets thrown up in the League Cup, like a Manchester... No, we can't play any Football League teams. I've forgotten that. So, yeah, I reckon. Let's come back for Oxford City and Guiseley. All the games in the middle will be streamed live on twitch.tv/RewsFM. So go check it out if you're not already following. It'll mean a lot. The VODs will be on my 2nd channel, in case you don't use Twitch, so that's all good. It's been a pleasure to bring you this episode. I really hope you enjoy this series. I've been Rews. Please like, subscribe, and cheerio.